Hello, my magical goddess stars, my star beings. I wonder what you're going to get for free. Well, here's a free meditation, and it's from the book Nature Speak. This is one of the books that I recommend in the course curriculum, and it's actually from the meditation, or not the meditation, but the attention class, and I speak about it. So this meditation is best to do 3 days before on the equinox, which is Monday, and 3 days after. So I'm going to read you a little bit here. Okay, something just happened there. I'm going to just have the camera over there while I read this, because it's best to be out in nature. So the benefits are it opens up to heal, new birth and transmutation, new endeavors open up, the spirits of nature become more tangible to us, stimulates change and movement in our life. This meditation is a dynamic impact upon our life when performed at or around the time of the spring equinox. It releases energies into our life which manifest opportunities for change and movement. It stimulates choices and decisions that help us grow. The opportunities will arise. Whether you act upon them or not is a matter of free will. The meditation opens us up to a play of energy that will allow us to begin to express in the outer life circumstances that we have been nurturing and developing through the winter season. It awakens new insight and stronger intuition, and as I had mentioned, that it is most effective performed during the 3 days prior to and the day of the spring equinox. It's also good to repeat it at the time of the full moon that follows the spring equinox. So pay close attention to the events in your life that occur day to day and week by week throughout the spring season. This will help you to understand the seasonal power of the spring as it manifests energy in your own life circumstances. We are never given a hope, wish, or dream without also being given opportunities to make them a reality. So as you begin to relax, the awareness of your present setting fades. A cloak of darkness surrounds you, and you feel strangely safe. As you look within the darkness, it begins to lift. You see yourself upon the breast of a small hill that overlooks a still river. Its waters are black and deep. The sky above is filled with dark gray swirling clouds. The trees and bushes are bare and gray. Across the river sits an ancient temple in ruin. It is dusk, and the sun is going down behind you, taking the last of the daylight with it. You are standing upon a path that leads down to the dark river below. It's lined with people on both sides who are painted and dressed for mourning. You walk silently between them, unsure how to respond to their sadness, or even if you should. At the river's edge is a small barge, and raised upon it is an altar, draped in black. It reminds you of an open sarcophagus, and the thought does not comfort you. Next to the walkway stands a tall figure dressed in black. Upon his breast is a symbol of a golden chalice. And it's encircled in a field of blue. On the barge itself, next to the open sarcophagus, stand 3 hooded figures, silent and stoic. You step onto the barge, searching their shielded faces for some indication of the events to follow. Silently, they assist you in stretching upon the altar, and you're draped up to the chin in black silk cloth. Embroidered in it is the figure of a giant phoenix rising from the ashes and fire. The barge is shoved off from the shore, and at the nod from the guide with the chalice emblem, one of the other three draws from beneath his cloak a white rose, and the second brings forth a great sword. The sword is touched to the rose, and it turns a fiery red. It is then dropped into the water beside the barge. The water bursts into flame, igniting the entire river. The flames surround the barge, water and fire together, neither extinguishing the other. When your guides are sure that you are fully aware of the fires, the black cloth is pulled up and draped over your head. Again the darkness. You can see and hear nothing. You know the fire is burning in the water, but you do not know how it will affect the barge. Will it consume the barge? Will it consume you? You force yourself to breathe deeply and relax. Somehow you know that you may stop if you wish. You also know that the trip must be made sometime. As always, the choice is up to you. Within your mind you hear the words, "Thy will be done," and the decision is made. You are left to your own thoughts on the sacredness of your own life. Your mind begins to look back upon the events of your life. You look back at all the people and events you have encountered. All the changes you've been through within your life float before your eyes, showing you how you've become who you are at present. You see those whom you have hurt and those who have hurt you. You see and feel the love you have given and the love you have lost. You see your life intertwined with the lives of so many, each one adding to the essence of creativity that you now are. You remember all the unfinished tasks and all the things you promised yourself that you would do. You see all the illusions of life that you've encountered and all the blessings you have received. You remember the abilities you have manifested in the past and can give birth to once more. You see the dreams and hopes and wishes you have yet to fulfill, and there arises within you a realization that the opportunities for such are never past. They are ever at hand. There is a slight bump as the barge touches a shore. It draws you from your reverie. You arch your back, feeling the stiffness that has settled. It lets you know that a great length of time has passed. Slowly you draw the black cloth off your face. The waters of the river are no longer on fire. It is pre-dawn. The sun has not yet risen, and your guides are gone. You see that you're on the distant shore from whence you began. Up the slope, you can see the outline of the ancient temple. You raise yourself from the altar and step off the barge onto the earth. You climb up the slope toward the distant temple. As you reach the crest, you see that the magnificent temple standing in luminous glory. No longer is it in ruins. There's 2 trees bordering the door, and they are full and green. And you look about. All of the earth is green again. The trees and bushes are budding with new life. It is then that the first rays of the sun streak the horizon to the east. With that, the temple door opens wide, inviting you in. At the altar in the center are your 4 guides, but no longer are they dressed in black. Theirs are the color of great beings of light, for your guides are the archangels of the seasons, Michael with his flaming sword, Gabriel with the white rose, Ariel with luminous white, with a companion unicorn, and Raphael in the middle, holding high above his head the great chalice of life. The temple swells with the music of harmony and life. All who had mourned are dressed in brilliant shades of rainbow light, and as they sing forth their song, the sun rises over the horizon. Its light fills the temple, breathing new fire and life into all. It touches and fills the Holy Grail, radiating and reflecting out upon the earth. A flock of birds soar above you. In the distant fields, a magnificent unicorn appears in the clearing, and the sounds of nature come to life. You look back toward the river, and you see the golden sunlight reflecting and filling the waters with new radiance and a fire of light, not flame. As you turn back to the altar, Raphael turns to you, holding aloft the golden chalice. He raises his eyes up to the heavens, and the light pours forth over you. It spirals in and through you, and you are renewed. You are born afresh. Your aura is ignited with new radiance, and you see in its true glory. It is infused with a cross of radiant light that shines out from you like a great star in the heavens that will shine upon all within your life. It shines in harmony with nature and all of life. You close your eyes in gratitude and prayer, lifting your thoughts and your heart to the divine through the song of the inner temple. As you open your eyes, the temple lifts from around you, but you feel its impress within you still alive. Its energies will grow like the rising sun, and your life will be fused with creative fires. Aho. And so it is. Big blessings to you. Bye now.